take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Prescott now on 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Take 4, take 4. Here you go. Here we go, 46. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now Mason. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd down. Lang, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lang, left side here to Sanders. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run here with Mason. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw. Lang. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Forbath out to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw again. Lang. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Lang. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1-8. 53, check 53. Here we go. 47, 47. 46.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, baby. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 1-8.
A second down throw for Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Hey, we got four down.
Prescott from the gun on third. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
52.
From the gun, Lang. His throw incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? Either a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals getting set to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Switch, and 8. Here we go. 1-8.
Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
You got 4. You got 4.
Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And they'll run it here. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney! Hey. 4 down.
Looking to throw. Lang. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis able to drop him for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! 51's the mic. Watch you now, Barney! Barney! You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lang. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Forbath will put this one through, and that one ups the lead to 22-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. 180. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. Here we go. 46. 57. Mike, 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 26.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
3 down. Here we go. 1-8. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Here we go. 46. And we're pretty quick. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Mason on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, it's Mason. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I got one. Banjo. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lang. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Prescott off play action. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott yet again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
To throw on 2nd down. Lang. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-5. Mike 5.
Operating from the gun. Lang. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation.